are channeling Miss Cleo today. This is Scarlet Puppet. It is February 22nd of 2022. That is right. We are up in the cosmos today, my friends. And I am here at the Feral Cat Studios rocking it solo because Boom Puppy is on a field trip right now. We may be able to get in touch with him in a minute or two. We'll maybe get a phone call magically from him on location. He's going to be reporting to us. I got some awesome AstroChat. We're going to talk about AstroChat today. We're going to spend some time on that. I got some shout-outs, and we're doing something really special. I got some music video action satisfaction. Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome to the party. That is right. The party is always here at Feral Cat Studios. We have the mothership back there, the pizza flag. Shouts out to our friends on Twitter. Shouts out to you guys that are out there on YouTube Live. Hello YouTube Live. Also Twitter, what is up? You are just in time for the tenderizing. I'm tenderizing cat massage for 420 Power Hour. That's right. And if you're joining from Facebook somewhere, welcome to the party. Instagram led you here. Well, you know, we all choose our own adventures. That's right. We all choose our own adventures. Hey, we got a really special show. Like I said, if you're just tuning in right now, welcome to the party. First things first, go ahead and enjoy your 420 right now. 420 is blasting your booties off into space. Enjoy yourselves, my Canna community. This is the 420 Power Hour. I am Scarlet Puppy from Lost Puppy Forever. We are always here for you online 2 times a week on Tuesdays at 420 as well as Fridays at 420. So I got a special show for you today because we have a special date. We're going to talk about dates and stuff today, like numbers wise. And then I'm also going to talk to you guys about what special day it actually is today. And we got some music videos, we got some shout outs, and you know, we're just gonna have a lot of fun today, together, like we always are. Shouts out to the online community out there, my crypto community, my Doge army, my Shiba Inu army. What's up, everybody? If you guys are just tuning in, feel free to type into the chat. Like I said, today is a very special day. We have our Stream Elements Puppy Bot in the room. So if you want to go ahead and contribute to the puppy pool, it always goes to something super special for Lost Puppy Forever to bring you more quality production time. All right, like I said, I'm just going to get right into the meat of things because it is AstroChat time. That's right, AstroChat, darling. All right, so who's ever in the room, this is basically what the cycle of the zodiac looks like, and we're going to do something very special today, which I have never ever done before. Those of you who know that great woman that was always on late night television, daytime television, in the middle of the day, yes, Miss Cleo, darling, will tell you something. Okay, I'm feeling Miss Cleo today. She may not be around anymore with us, or I don't know, does anybody in the chat know if she's around anymore? Anyways, I had a feeling that she may have crossed the Rainbow Bridge, but she is coming back to tell you guys something super special. And this is about a very special day that probably will only happen once in your lifetime. I'm also assuming that since this is a special day, lots of special things are happening. People are being born today. People are getting married today, possibly doing stuff the opposite way. People are probably getting their hair did today. People are probably like going out today. People are probably calling people for the first time today. I have no idea. If you're doing something for the first time today that you haven't done in a really long time, like 420 that you've been neglecting yourself, you might as well, because it's a special day. You may be getting some special creative juice from the heavens. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what I'm going to do now is tell you guys about all these crazy number sequences because I think that's something that we kind of need to discuss today. I think it's appropriate. And if you're just joining the party today, welcome to the Podcast Dogcast. My name is Scarlet Puppy. I'm coming to you live from Feral Cat Studios. I am doing, Boom Puppy's on a field trip right now. So I may be calling him and we're going to be crank yankering him. We'll figure that out as we go, right? We'll see how that happens. But like I said, if you guys are online right now, welcome to the party. It is live. We do this live twice a week. Feel free, if you're on Twitch right now, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Also YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Twitter, go ahead and join those Twitter links because we got some special information for you guys this week. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about numbers first, okay? Because numbers are kind of important, and I'm hoping that everybody in the chat is able to just put yourself in a really relaxing state right now. Hopefully you've had a nice indica moment with yourself. If you had a hybrid moment too, that's fine. That's just fine. We all love those moments with each other, by ourselves, right? All right, so what I'm going to say right now are, do you ever look at the clock and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's 111, right? And that's like 1:11 a.m., p.m., whatever. Or you're you're driving along in the car and you're like, oh my gosh, it's 2:22, it's 2:22 p.m., right? Or if you're talking to somebody and you're like, hey, what time is it, right? And then they're like, oh, it's like 4:44, right? And you're like, dude, that's kind of trippy, right? And then it even gets a lot deeper down that rabbit hole when you actually get two of them in the same day. Like you magically, you wake up out of bed and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta wake up. I have to go do something. You just took a nap in the afternoon and you wake up and you look at your clock and it's like 2:22, right? And then all of a sudden, somebody comes in and is like, hey dude, it's like 4:44. And you're like, oh my gosh, where are these numbers coming from? Well, they definitely are very visually striking. That's the first thing I want to say. They're not, since they're repetitive numbers of the same number, it kind of catches your eye visually, don't you think? Okay, yeah, I definitely think so. And then for a lot of us, a lot of us in the world, dogs alike and humans alike, I think that we all love hearing things about, just different things about the human aspect, just being human, being a dog, being born on certain days, what they mean, numbers wise. Like the fortunes and the fortune cookies, or go to a palm reader, or get your hand palm read, or if you've ever encountered anything that makes you feel great about it and has meaning for your life, then I think that you are going to enjoy today's Dogcast topic, which is AstroChat. AstroChat. Da, 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 da. It's AstroChat. All right. So, is anybody in the room wanting to share? Now, I'm putting this out there now. Go ahead and drop your birthday month, because a little bit later on, in the next couple of minutes, we're going to be going through each astrological sign. And for those of you that respond in the chat right now, I will make it a priority to do you guys first, okay? All right, so anyway, but I'm going to get back to the repetitive numbers. All right, so basically the 111s, the 222s, the 333s, the 444s, and the 555s, and 666s. What are these repeating numbers? What are they telling us? I mean, is there a message behind them? Well, to each his own, first of all, that's what I'm going to say at the top of this. But, for those of us who want to kind of go a little bit deeper, that's awesome. And we're going to talk about it, because this might not be something that everybody talks about. And we're literally at a 420 party on February 22nd, 2022 with each other. So yeah, I'm totally gonna rock that for you guys. Okay, so basically the 111s. What are the 111s? Does anybody in the chat have any ideas? If you see a 111, I mean, and it doesn't have to be on a clock. You know, you could see it on a sign. You could see it somewhere, like, you know, somewhere like, you know, on the freeway or something. There's a freeway sign that says, oh, this is the 111 exit, or somebody will be in the background being like, oh, that's a code 111, or whatever they're doing. So it doesn't have to be on a clock, okay? It just has to be like, you know, something that you hear or something that you see, okay? All right. So basically 111 is literally a wake-up call. And basically, I am gonna give, first off, let me give a shout out to the Astro Twins, because Lost Puppy Forever loves the Astro Twins, and these are, I'm getting my references from the Astro Twins. They're literally actually sister twins, and they have an awesome website. Definitely giving them a shout out. If you want to go check them out, go for it. They're amazing. They have a lot of stuff on their website to go and just jump right in. The water's great, kind of thing. All right, so basically 111, or you see 1111, you'll see a lot of those variations, is certainly a magical sign, okay? In fact, the magician card, basically, you know, if you guys have like the deck of tarot cards, is the number 1 in the major arcana of the tarot. When you see repeating ones, okay, it's like a wake-up call. It's like, hello, from the mystical realm, okay? So look around. You want to really pay attention to where you are, okay? Pay attention to where you are and who you are with. That's pretty special information right there. And basically, it is a cosmic confirmation that you're moving in the right direction. So for those of you who have had 420, and you happen to see these numbers come up like it's 111 or 1111, and you're just like, I'm so confused about things sometimes. I don't know. And then you know, you're talking to your friend, you're like, I don't know if I should take that job, or I don't know if I should be dating that person, or I don't know, like, if I should be living in the city, blah, 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 right? Then if you see those numbers, that might be able to, like, nudge you in the right way. There's also, there's a further to go for the ones, is the first step. But you can be assured, this is what the Astro Twins say, that you're on your right path, and the things will evolve for you, and they won't stop here. So that means if you're in the middle of a project, if you are creating something, if you're a creative person, whatever creative domain that you're in, and you're creating, you're taking pictures, you're painting, you're doing graphics design, whatever you're doing, or creating an app, I don't know, like anything, you know, just go ahead, music-wise too. If you see those numbers, just keep pumping along. That's what I'm gonna say. Keep it pumping, that's right. All right, I'm gonna go to the chat to see if anybody has responded with their birthday month. Hey, Heather Amore. Hi. I'm doing AstroChat. I'm doing Miss Cleo. She's coming through, and she said, "Grr, you better do some AstroChat today." So that's what I'm doing today. Boom Puppy's on a field trip. He's in your hood, and that's basically, you know, I love the fact that you in the chat said, I see a lot of 111s and 1111s. So that is confirmation that you're going in the right directions, okay? Okay, I love this because we're gonna do Taurus first when we get to that part of the program. All right, so the thing is, I wanna tell you guys that, yeah, if you do see those repetitive numbers, please, you know, just take a look. It's a wake-up call for the 111s. Now, let's get a little deeper into the 111s, right? Okay, so the first house of the zodiac, when you see these 111s, right? Now we're going from tarot cards to the zodiac, okay? There's two different things. Actual deck of cards is the tarot cards, and then once you get into the zodiac, it's based on your signs, okay? So the zodiac charts are completely different, right? So the 111s, the first house of the zodiac is about self-expression. We all love to self-express. I love it. And basically, you may see the 111 when you're feeling totally rocked it on a creative or personal expression font. You're getting the thumbs up to just be yourself and let the light and magic shine. So that is amazing. I got a little chills from that too. All right, 11 is a master number. Now, they're just talking about a little bit numerology, completely different than a tarot card deck, completely different than a zodiac chart. Okay, we're talking about numerology. And hey, if you guys are just tuning in right now, yeah, we are breaking this down. I'm just telling you guys, these are different components to just look into for yourselves if you've ever been curious. But I'm saying that everything that I'm like reading is from the Astro Twins, and we're talking about numerology. And now, numerology is the number 11 is a master number. Now, you're gonna have to look up what a master number is because I am not an expert on that. And it connotates a spiritual path. I love that. Many believe that the 1111 is a confirmation that you are a light worker or an earth angel. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love this. Here to uplift human consciousness. That's right. And restore the sense of oneness and harmony to the world. Oh my God, what a sweet message. I love that. You weave together opposing energies. That means people that don't get along, or things that don't get along, things that are mismatched in the environment, and to make it a beautiful blend, okay? As above and so below. Without the darkness, there cannot be no light. You're strong enough to hold paradoxes and understand that we are all dual in nature, yet singular at the same time. So if you figure out, you do your own numerology, and you end up as a number 11 or 1 plus 1, equals whatever, look into that. If you fall into that master number of 11, well, my goodness, who is you? I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, we're moving on because we're going to go through all of these. I have just up to, I think they only go up to, if you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Okay, yeah, I'm going up to 555. So we just started. Okay, now I'm going to the 222s. And then, yeah, we're totally going to rock this today. So welcome to the party. This is Scarlet Puppy. I am going to be here with you, channeling Miss Cleo, like I said in the chat. And we're just going to be discussing this right now because we've never done an AstroChat before. All right, 222 is, if you see 222 or maybe 2222, maybe it's a code or something. The number 2 is the seeker of balance, or seek balance, okay? Now, the 2 is a number of partnerships and relationships. That kind of makes sense. When you see 222, it says pay attention. Pay attention to the people who are showing up in your world. Ooh. You may be bumping into a soulmate or a soul friend or someone who will play a significant role in your world. Ooh, I love that. Okay, this could also be a signal to balance and give and take in your existing relationships. So if you're already in a relationship, you may notice that, the balancing, you're doing kind of like a 1 foot in, the hokey pokey, 1 foot out, da 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 da, and you shake it all about. You're gonna notice that, right? And maybe if you see 222 next time, you may be just signaling and listening to the hokey pokey. I don't know. All right. Anyway, this could also, it asks you the questions Astro Twins ask you. Are you contributing enough, or are you slacking? Or maybe over-functioning? Take an honest inventory and tweak back to the equilibrium. That is some solid advice on the 222. Now, in the second house of the zodiac, the rules are the foundation and values and creature comforts, basically. In tarot, the number 2 is the card of the High Priestess, and in the major arcana, and it says, hello, intuition. The appearance of 222 may be a reminder. It may be a reminder. A reminder of what, Astro Twins? I'm online with them right now. Just kidding. Basically, it may be a reminder to stay true to yourself. Oh my God. Yes, we always need those reminders to stay true to ourselves, right? And your voice and opinions will oomph. So do a gut check when those twos appear. You know what? I say this all the time. This is personal lost puppy from forever advice from Scarlet Puppy. You know, I always tell people this when I see them. If it doesn't feel good in the gut, you know, double check. Discount double check. That's why, you know, that's the whole commercial right there. Discount double check. You gotta make sure it feels good down there, because if it doesn't feel good down there, you might be questioning yourself. And then, you know, and you're like, oh, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and you don't want to do that. Okay? All right. And basically, it says, while we may fear be rocking the boat by speaking up, okay, because we've all been in those uncomfortable circumstances, authenticity is the cornerstone of any great relationship. Let people know what you stand for when you see the 222s. This could change everything. Drawing like-minded souls your way and clearing decks of people who are on a totally different wavelength. The 222s or the 222s, and hey, we are doing this on 2/22 of 2022. It says trust your inner voice. So you know what? I have to be honest here. This 420 Power Hour is giving me, especially now, reading the balance. I'm thinking the year of 2022 is definitely seeking balance, and a lot of the stuff is kind of like really ear-opening, eye-opening information, like, you know, clearing the decks of people who are totally on different lengths. Yes, practice, you know, your borderline there. When it's too much and people are going there too much, yeah, draw that line. You gotta speak up and you gotta let them know who you are. And there's a lot of, and you want to mimic society right now. Oh my gosh, you know what's going on in Europe right now? Hello, yeah, exactly. It's like a physical border, right? So you know, I would say that the 222s are so important. And on the heels, also, people, my friends, on the heels of the parade that just happened in our city of San Francisco, California, the Chinese New Year parade to celebrate the Year of the Tiger. We just entered that. So we're having very special moments right now. Special moments of 2022 and tigers. That is powerful stuff. Tigers, balancing. Ooh, I'm just getting there. We're just tenderizing right now. All right, we're moving on to the 333s, okay? The 333s. I'm going back into the chat. All right, chat. I love it. Everybody is still rocking and rolling. We're all still here talking about AstroChat. We're almost there, right in the middle. We're right in the middle. And then we're gonna do some fun stuff today, because I got like a lot of stuff to tell you guys. All right. So basically, the 333s are, you know, akin. They're basically discussing, or like Astro Twins are like putting it out there on their website, that the 333s, if you see 333 or maybe 3333 or in some code or whatever, or if you're a coder, do you guys if anybody works in computers, do you use these numbers repetitively to create some magical code or whatever? Let us know in the chat. I'm always curious about that kind of stuff. All right, so 3 is the Trinity number, the number 3, okay? And basically, we're talking about the aligned mind, body, and soul. So 333 is the aligned mind, body, and soul. Many, many, many songs have been written about all of these topics, you know, from like a super long time ago to currently. So yes, this is a very special number, 333. All right, 3 is a Trinity number, and based on mind, body, and soul, the appearance of 333 could be a confirmation that you're hitting on all 3 levels, okay? And you're really in the zone. So if you're like questioning yourself, you're like, oh my gosh, did I make the right decision with accepting this job for that much money? And you're looking at your clock and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's 3:33. Well, you know, and it feels good down there in the gut area. Maybe you guys are we're always as, puppies and humans, we're always questioning things. And sometimes, to take little risks with our own persons, it's hard. I totally get that. So, confirmation zone. I love that. You may feel insanely fulfilled by life when you start seeing repeated threes. You're like, oh my gosh, it's like, everything's stimulated for you, and the sun comes up and the clouds part, and you're just like, woo, I am feeling it at 420 power hour. I love it. So anyways, that's definitely a feeling that you could experience, or it could be a little of an alert to check out, to check what's out of balance. Maybe you've been having like an off month, or maybe an off couple months or something, and you're like, oh my gosh, I was listening to Scarlet Puppy's podcast the other day, and yeah, I have been seeing 333s everywhere, or 333 on my watches, or when I come into the car, it's on my clock that is on the wrong time or whatever. You may want to just check in with yourself. That could be super, super simple. It could be just like you meditating. It could be like you maybe doing something for yourself that you haven't done in a really long time that's super relaxing for you, maybe at 420. Or maybe it's just like, reconnecting with yourself, that, something that you enjoy, and just getting like, just feeling really, really good, or maybe a really hard workout and you sweat it all out and you're just like, woo, I am done. Okay. But anyway, you could definitely see what's out of balance. Have you been, I didn't even read this before I was telling you guys, but yeah, AstroChat said, have you been working too hard? That's a huge question. The expense of your sleep pattern. Maybe they're like, maybe you should try yoga. Yoga's great. Maybe you've been in a spiritual bypass mode, spouting off recycled mantras and skipping over the real struggle. So if you meditate and you have your own thing that you say during meditation, maybe you're just like not feeling it or whatever. It says adjust accordingly, and you'll feel a sense of peace. In the tarot card decks, now we're moving on to the tarot card decks and the 333s. The 3 represents the Empress, and it's a great card. It's a fertile, abundant, sensual woman who loves to entertain and share in her realm. The number 3 in numerology, the number 3 is basically a socialite. So the 3rd house of the zodiac governs communication, curiosity, and mobility. The number pattern could be a wake up to get more. Pay attention to people. Ask questions and explore new terrain. So, and I have a feeling you all are going to be seeing a lot of 333s, because we've been in the pandemic for such a long time, or the COVIDia, or whatever you call it for yourselves, that, I know you guys have been itching to get out, and when it's safe for you, when you feel really, really strong about it, I definitely feel that there's going to be a lot of new friendships and new relationships and new everything for people. So, if you do start seeing those numbers, and as a society, I would like to see, that take place in a positive, direction. I'm definitely curious about that. Exploring new terrain. I love that. Maybe there's a vacation in your future. Miss Cleo, is there a vacation in these people's future? She says, yes, child, of course. Okay, so maybe, right now you can put it on your board that you're going to go to a place you've never gone before. You're going to save your monies, and you're just going to go. Or maybe your Shibas or your Dogecoin. Save it, because, you're going to be wanting to go somewhere. And trust me, I know there's going to be a lot of friends getting together and maybe verbaling a party together. And I haven't seen you in like 2.5 years. Oh my gosh, look at what you look like with no hair dye. But anyway, I'm just telling you, that's kind of like, where the 333s or the 333s lie. Repeating 3s may also be a sign that it's time to have a party. Oh, I love that. Or shift into an abundant mindset rather than giving into scarcity. So you're like, you're paying attention to the gut down there. The gut's like, just do it. Just do it. Just have a party at the house. Big old blowout. Tell the neighbors behind there you're going to be pumping that music. Tell everybody around you. Tell them the cars are going to be coming from everywhere. Maybe actually rent out a space. But if you're feeling it and you want to do it, just do it. Just do it. Do it when it feels good for you. That's what I'd say. All right, we're moving on to the fours. Okay, four. Like 444 is really important. It's basically home base calling. Now, I'm curious about what home base calling is because back in the day, if you dropped the word home base, all the ravers back in the Bay Area would be like, okay, we're going to Oakland for a big jam party. Okay. Anyways, I just dropped some old school knowledge on you guys. Okay. All right. Does anybody in the chat, have you guys gone to an old school rave before at home base in Oakland? It's not there anymore. They tore down the building. My goodness. All right. Anyways, shouts out to the entire global rave community from the 90s and possibly the late 80s. All right. Hey, if you're going to raves now, just be careful. Just be careful. All right. 444, home base calling. 4 is the number of home and family. Oh, I love that. In astrology, the fourth house governs the feminine realm. If you see 444, an important woman may have just come into your life. Ooh, that's interesting. What are your loved ones up to? Your inner circle could use attention. The Astro Twins are saying. AstroTwins.com is, I'm not making any of this up, people. Today, I am highlighting some really awesome women who know what they're doing with this kind of information, and they are amazables. I love their site. I love what they're doing. I love their presentation. But yeah, they're telling you home base calling. That means like your inner circle at home. Maybe it's a time that you see 444 a lot. Maybe you're like, oh my gosh, maybe I should call my mom. Maybe I should call my dad. Maybe I should call my grandma or my dog or something in your inner family circle. Or your friends. You may have just met someone. Also, it says, besides the family thing, it also says you may have just met someone who is a soul sister or a friend who will achieve family status in the days ahead. That's amazing. Your body is your soul's home. Oh my gosh. And I just have to say that Pixar's movie, did anybody see that cute movie? I forgot what it's called, but it's about the little souls that come to Earth and then, anyways, I cried during that, entire cartoon. Pixar movie cartoons always make me, totally gush. If I'm the only one that does that, then I am, but that one got to me. And this is what's reminding me of that movie. Basically, it says your body is your soul's home. We already said that, and you're honoring it with proper rest, exercise, and nutrition. Are you doing that? 444 could be a reminder just to eat more, live organic stuff, purge your environment of toxic stress, including people. Okay, and I know that from the beginning, the middle, to the end of the pandemic, this is what was happening. People were seeing who their real friends were. People were seeing oh my gosh, who their real coworkers were. And people were seeing if they're is this job for me? Kind of thing. All that was whoosh, let's take it all down to the bones, man, right? So yeah, you gotta definitely purge yourself of the toxic stress. Listen to your heart, it says. At 444, you should listen to your hearts, okay? And basically, listen to your heart. Are you getting warm fuzzies, they ask? Are you feeling panicked when you think about people around you? This may be a wake-up call to protect your space and the loved ones that inhabit it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the AstroChat is saying two really important things here, and they're contrasting in both informations, but they're saying, do you feel warm fuzzies? Oh, if you do, that's a great confirmation. If you feel panicky or anxiety about, like, I don't know, maybe you met some people that you just met, and let's just hypothetically say that, okay, I'll give you a really good example. Let's just say that you have been, dating people online on one of those apps, and you just, swipe, okay, and then you finally take the plunge. And you're like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go on this thing and just see how it goes. And all your friends are like, girl, are you okay? Are you are you okay to do this? And they're like telling you all the stuff that you should, like, really, like, pay attention to, right? So then, you go, and then hopefully the person's the person. You will know right at the get-go. And, I'm just hoping that you guys all have your screwballs all screwed on pretty tightly when you do all of the swiping, okay? But yeah, you're there, and then the person's a person, and then all of a sudden you're having whatever activity you're having, like food, beverages, maybe 420, maybe the park, I don't even know. But here's the thing, what they're trying to say is that, do you feel good about it, or do you feel panicky about it? If something is weird for you and your gut's like, I'm not really feeling this, you may have to, like, not challenge yourself at that moment and just be like, you don't have to go down the whole entire path by yourself. You gotta be strong. Like the AstroChats are saying, you gotta be strong. And you can be like, oh, you know what, dude, that's cool. I'm good, but look, I gotta go, because it's okay, and you don't have to be mean about it. You can be very professional about it, or you could just be like, hey, straight up, like Paula Abdul, straight up and don't tell me. Okay, anyways, I love Paula Abdul. You can just say, hey, I'm not feeling this, and shouts out to you for, having a burger or something. I don't really know. But what they're saying is pay attention to those guttural moments. I'm going to call them guttural moments of anxiety, panicky. Your intuition is yelling at you. Like this invisible person is like, get out of here! And then you're looking at your clock and you're like, oh my God, it's 4:44. Oh, wait, if you don't listen to that, then I don't know. Miss Cleo, what do you think? She's saying whatever Scarlett says is right. Okay, perfect. I love it. All right. So this is the next thing. This is the final sequence of numbers. We have arrived, my friends. I'm going back to the chat. Is everybody in the chat enjoying what we're talking about right now? Because AstroChat's happening, man. AstroChat is chatting in. Okay. All right. I love it. And I love you guys for hanging out. If you're just coming to the podcast for Lost Puppy Forever, we're doing something new today. It's always new, something new over here in Feral Cat Studios. But today, I am running the show. Boom Puppy's on a field trip. We are going to cranky anchor him in a little bit, but we're almost done. And if you're like, what is this? Okay, you're at a half podcast and half music channel. And today, live music will actually be music videos. So yeah, I'm totally stoked to show you some Lost Puppy Forever music videos, and that'll be towards the end. But yeah, we do half and half. We're like half of this and half of that. But right now, the topic of the podcast right now that we're talking about is AstroChat. And we're talking about repetitive numbers. So welcome to the party. If you haven't had your 420, I want to cheers you. My drink is actually blue. I'm not endorsed by this company. I just like their bottle. But it's blue. And you know what it is? It is electrolytes. Ching chong. Tastes really good. No sugar. All right. 555. It says change is afoot. Change is not a physical foot. It is afoot. Meaning that change is on the way. All right? Yeah, definitely feel that when you see that 555, the power is alive moment. I mean, I love to run my numbers when I see them like that. But change is in the air when you see 555. And you can probably, you're like, oh, it's 555. You know, if you get off of work at 6, you're like, oh, I love 555. I love 559. Okay. Like a fast-moving current or a gentle breeze, AstroChat say, there is momentum to move in new directions. The Tarot 5 is the card of the Hierophant, the bearer of traditional wisdom. And I'm going to spell this word out for you, you know, spelling bee people, because if I was in a spelling bee and they asked me to spell this word, I would totally miss the boat. And it's also Jeopardy, you know, but it's Hierophant, okay? It's the bearer of traditional wisdom. Yet, in astrology, the 5th house is about creative and self-expression, glamour, and passion. We like to see 555 as a mix of both. In numerology, 5s are the people who are in constant motion and just as eager to sign up for a spiritual retreat as they are to be at a red carpet opening of a blockbuster film. Wow. Okay, first of all, I don't know if you have in your circle of friends out there, all the peoples that is watching right now, do you have that friend that every time you talk to them, they're like, I'm going here, I'm going there, I've booked this thing a year in advance. They're always on the move, and it doesn't matter what they're doing. They're just like, I'm at a show, I'm at a movie, I'm going here, and I'm going on a cruise, I'm going to the moon with Jeff Bezos, I don't know. And then they're just be like, oh my gosh, I just met Keanu Reeves on the street, and he gave me tickets to this premiere movie. And you know, you're like, oh my gosh, how are they constantly running into these, like, you know, who's and somebody's assistant or the actor and and they finally make their way to the backstage, and then they're going through the swag bags and all that stuff. Well, that's the 555 kind of person. They're super, super creative, and I just want to say that if you have friends in your group of friends that are your movers and your shakers in your group, you are in one good, awesome group of friends. I love being friends with, you know, these kinds of people, because, you know, they're always doing something different and always means something so special, right? All right. We can be moved to tears by music, AstroChat say, and seeing the divine in a bright bouquet of flowers, or in a mirror when we take time to dress up and take care for ourselves, because, like, they're talking about you. Like, they're like, oh, you know, oh wait, let me go back. That's basically the person. We're talking about the person, but they also say, here's the wisdom part. Here's the part 2. I'm sorry. I'm going to rewind like 10 seconds. 555 is a wisdom wake-up call, okay? But who says, it says we have to suffer to be spiritual. Do we have to suffer to be spiritual? We can be moved to tears by music. We can see the divine, whatever we find divine, in a bright bouquet of flowers. I love flowers. Or in a mirror, and it's time to wake up and dress up and take care of ourselves. So yeah, you know, you can see, you know, it's like, oh, I'm gonna make this appointment for, you know, to get, you know, your eyebrows done or whatever, or get something done for yourself that you haven't done in a long time. And you happen to look at your watch and it's 5:55. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm totally taking care of myself. But this is not about being reckless or abandoning. Responsible indulgence can get the chi flowing from the root chakra to the crown. So here's another thing the Astro Twins are throwing out, which, you know, we'll recap obviously, but chakras are definitely another, I would say another map for, you know, people that practice, you know, reading chakra work and stuff. They have points from your body, from all your head all the way down to your feet, okay? And they're all different colors, okay? You're gonna have to look this up on your own, because maybe in the next AstroChat we'll talk about all these different things that the Astro Twins are talking about, okay? But basically it says responsible indulgence can get the chi flowing. And you know, everybody knows what chi is, the yin and the yang. So you have your chi, it's your internal energy. And from the root chakra, which is the top of your head, all the way down, the root chakra is your feet, all the way to your crown. Your crown chakra is up here. 555 may be a sign to unblock energy with meditation. Reiki, acupuncture treatment from a holistic practitioner. Oh my gosh, I'm really feeling this one because I love getting acupuncture, and I respond well to getting Reiki energy as well. I've done both, and I've had phenomenal results of both. That's just for me saying you're gonna have to do it on your own, and just find a beautiful person in your community that's a light worker. They'll definitely, check that out. I think it's beneficial for everybody. Acupuncture is great. You can get cupping done. Just taking care of yourself. That helps remove all of the toxins. And I know that there's community acupuncture places all around the United States. They have acupuncture available on sliding scales for different price points. If you maybe just talking to your friends in general online on your Facebook groups or whatever you're on, hey, I live in this area. Does anybody know of a Reiki practitioner or, somebody that practices acupuncture? It's great. Water's great. Try it out. All right. How was that? Miss Cleo says that was great. Okay, are you sure? She's like, yeah, you explained it so well. We're gonna move on to the next thing. Okay, so in this whole spiritual realm of talking about numbers, the next thing I'm gonna talk about, or that I'm gonna share and enjoy with you guys, is just a mini reveal, nothing too hardcore, of all. Now, this is a zodiac chart. We're gonna talk about every single sign's little daily horoscope for today, because today is February 22nd of 2022. Now, I want to say that I'm feeling today, so I'm just going to talk to you guys about what I'm feeling today and enjoy today, because I'm going to share something about probably the month you were born, and if it hits, it great. If it doesn't, fine. But you're definitely getting a lot of information courtesy of the Astro Twins and pour moi. I'm Scarlet Puppy from Lost Puppy Forever, and I love this stuff. I love AstroChat. Okay, all right. Since Heather was the first person that typed in her birthday month, she is a Taurus. We're gonna start with the Tauruses, okay? So if you're a Taurus, and this means that your entire zodiac starts from April 20th to May 20th, okay? And Taurus for today, today's Taurus horoscope for February 22nd is, as the moon forms a tense square to no-nonsense Saturn. There's a lot of moon and planet stuff in here, so if you need to go back to reread this, just go to astrostyle.com. As the moon forms a tense square to no-nonsense Saturn, one of your long-range goals is clamoring for attention. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, if you want this dream to happen, you're gonna have to start planning. Ooh, they're getting serious. Or at least planning your first or next move. It says, spend time researching the investment and making some calls if you need support with bringing this to fruition. Helpful people are all around you, but it's your job to initiate contact. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is very powerful for the Taurus. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, my Taurus people out there, that is your daily for February 22nd. Now I'm moving on to another sign, which I'm going to talk about Aries. Aries is, okay, that Aries starts, it starts March 21st, and it goes all the way to April 19th, okay? That means you're in the Aries zodiac chart. Basically, Aries for today, February 22nd. Today, the moon squares conservative Saturn, benching your adventurous streak, because you spreading the fear-mongering vibe. Is somebody in your family or friends circle spreading the fear-mongering vibe? Ooh, while their cautionary tales could trigger concern, do your own independent research. It's possible that they've brought into news that came from a sketchy source who trolls. Oh my. You could be a TikToker. You could be trolled. You could be all that stuff, but then if you confront them, be like, what's going on? That's not me. You know, stuff like that. Quadruple check yourself before buying in. Oh my gosh. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, Aries. I am feeling the Astro Twins on this. Aries, Aries, Aries. Wow, that is pretty powerful stuff. I mean, I definitely say that I'm getting like those like stern, I feel like that, like somebody's like, hey, take a look at it kind of message. All right, the next sign that we're gonna be going to is Gemini, okay? Gemini is the zodiac sign that starts May 21st to June 20th, okay? That makes you a Gemini. The Astro Twins, I believe, are Geminis. So for February 22nd, Gemini, you're determined, though you may be to hit the end of the day goal. It's gonna be hard to rally your slower moving mates, basically your friends, as the moon locks horns with restrictive Saturn. Oh my. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you need motivation, you may have to look beyond your current crew. Oh my. A spontaneous urge to get ahead on work assignments could strike, might as well as flow within while you have just the drive. Don't overload yourself trying to crush 10 things at once, okay? You're a multitasker. We all know that. But definitely, it's maybe saying like, hey, you may be, let's just say, hey, you may be like an older Gemini, you're maybe in your 40s or whatever, and you're at work and then some new little whatever sign comes in and they're in their 30s or their late 20s. Don't be that hard. Maybe they're saying like, hey, this might be part of your new crew, and you're like, oh my gosh, why did I roll up on them so hard? Maybe I should have been nicer. So yeah, it's just saying, just definitely be open to like some new stuff, obviously, but you don't have to do everything. You don't have to just because you have both twins inside you and you feel the need to be like an octopus, maybe only use like two arms instead of 8, right? Maybe just draw it back for a week and see how you feel. All right, that's a good one though. I love that Gemini horoscope. All right, the next sign that I'm going to is going to be Cancer. Cancer is June 21st to July 22nd. And Cancer, today on February 22nd, what begins as a minor irritation could evolve into a volcanic eruption of anger, jealousy. Ooh, under today's moon for Saturn square. Oh my gosh, that's very dramatic. Careful what you say, Cancer. She's all, I can see the Astro Twins typing this out right now. Careful what you say, Cancer. Or you could escalate the drama. Ooh, girl. Okay, for example, a fight about money could get unleashed. Oh boy. So if everybody's gone to lunch and there's 5 of you, Cancer, I hope you do not have that person in the group that feels that, they're only going to pay for, something that was shared and then walk away with everybody else. Like, everybody knows what I'm talking about. You always have that one friend in the group that like, how much is it? How many split fry with? But I only bought this. I only ordered that in water. Anyway, fight about money or a self-confidence shakeup might cause you to lash out Woo! So Cancer, I feel a lot of anger. I feel a lot of anger for today. I mean, that's pretty intense already from what I'm reading off the Astro Twins, horoscope. Someone else might project their insecurities onto you. If you find yourself battling with a loved one, breathe and remember that you're on the same team. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because, Cancer's the crab. They got little claws. Anyways, I like this one. I really like this one. It's very spicy. Okay, all right. Anyways, it's funny. It's like, when people type, the Astrons put a lot of work into this. But sometimes it's really funny when you can feel what people have typed out. It's really hilarious. All right, I'm going on to the next sign. Leo. Ooh, Leo. I love Leo. So Leo is July 23rd to August 22nd. Leo, what you got? What you got for February 22nd? Okay, when the moon clashes over with stubborn Saturn, today, February 22nd, today, make sure that you, there capital letters, you aren't projecting your frustration onto an innocent bystander who ever so slightly triggers you. We've all done that. That means if you do not drive angry, if somebody maybe didn't put the blinker on, don't freak out. Just calm down. Calm down, Leo. When you're driving your stick shift, calm a gear. Please don't do that. All right. Basically, the people closest to you might be the ones who get into your crosshairs. But since we know you don't want to burn bridges with your bestest of friends, step away for a cool down break. 420. Instead of trying to hash things out in the heat of the moment. So yeah, discount, double check on that. Measure once, measure twice, cut once. That's what they're saying. So I think that's really, really, really important information. We don't. Especially if you're on the freeway and you're like like freaking out. Always know that you can just go cannabis yourself a beautiful evening or daytime or morning, or just go do something for yourself. I think this is a positive one, Leo. Thank you so much to the AstroChats for dropping that knowledge. I love it. All right, the next one is Virgo. Okay, Virgo starts August 23rd and ends September 22nd. That's the zodiac for Virgo. Okay, Virgo, today, when sensible Saturn in your wellness corner squares the moon, keep your vitamin C, okay? And hand sanitizer ready. Oh my goodness, this is I feel the clinical coming on. Miss Leo says, I feel the clinical. All right. If an event is too crowded, this is so current. If an event is too crowded, turn away, even if FOMO is luring you to take a chance. Oh my gosh. I think that every single sign is feeling this, okay? I know that all the Virgos in the world are not the only ones. All right. If you're feeling run down, pass on anything strenuous and devote the day to self-care. Yeah, very sensitive, Virgo. Today, you're very sensitive today. I feel that. What you need more than anything, Virgo, is a moment to restore yourself. That's how you'll build up your resistance instead of lowering it. So if you've been feeling kind of, iffy, maybe you kind of dared yourself to go out and then you're like, maybe a rapid COVID test is in your future. I don't know. But don't be afraid to take care of yourself. Never, ever, 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 ever do that. And that goes to every single sign of the zodiac. All right. The next one is Libra. We love Libra. Libra starts September 23rd to October 22nd. That's their duration in the zodiac sign is Libra. That's the month. All right. Today's Libra horoscope for February 22nd is your integrity could be put to a test today. When the moon in your indulgent second house squares no-nonsense Saturn, someone off limits, like your friend's crush, could show an interest in you. Ooh. Or maybe you get the word of a well-paying job at a company with sketchy ethics. Oh my gosh. All right. As tempting as it may be to follow the breadcrumb trail, and we all know the breadcrumb trail, the aftermath won't be fun to explain. It's going to be like one of these crazy stories. Like, you know, when you have those friends that are like, oh my God, I have to tell you something crazy. And you're like, okay, should I sit down? Anyways, if you're craving affection or opportunity, get it from a source that doesn't come from complicated strings attached. Wow, there's a lot going on there for the Libras. For today. This is just for today's daily horoscope, Libra. So, I mean, yeah, I guess, like, Libras, you're the scales of justice out there. So, a sketchy source, my gosh, I know that you're going to be very discerning about that, and people respect you. So just make the right decision, and, you're always going to come out in the end. But, yeah, someone off limit, like a friend's crush, could show interest in you. That's interesting, too. If you're single, or you're not, that's a situation that happens quite often. That's something to pay attention to. But I want to say that I like the end part of this. It says, make sure that whatever comes your way doesn't make you feel like you're being duped, I think, is the whole thing about it. That you feel positive about the decisions that you've made, not somebody else. It's like those people you're like, hey, I'll buy you this, but then they'll buy it for you, and then they want it back later, and you're like, what? But anyways, that's a pretty complicated one, I would have to say. I'm definitely going to say, that's a really big information source. Okay, I'm moving on to the Scorpios now. Scorpios are October 23rd to November 21st. Okay, Scorpios. I love the sign of the Scorpio. Today's Scorpio, February 22nd horoscope. Just for today only. Today only. Miss Cleo said today only. At 1-800 Scarlet Puppy. Okay. Today's horn-locking, they say horn-locking, square between Scorpio Moon and Stern Saturn reveals where once supportive bonds may have grown unhealthy and draining. Okay? It questions you. Have you fallen into the people-pleasing trap, Scorpio? Boundary hound Saturn may force you to clearly outline your limits. You are the steward of your own happiness, so it's time to stop doing things that fail to spark joy. Don't confuse a sense of duty with playing the martyr. But remember that it's up to you to say enough. So definitely working on boundaries here. Boundaries is a great word. It's great to know what your boundaries are. Just to double check, hey, what do I feel comfortable with? What do I don't? It could be from a group of friends. It could be your family. It could be all kinds of stuff. But just to be aware of it. I just think that the flow of the communication from AstroTrends right now is just saying, be open. Be open to exercising that for yourself. I love that. Because Scorpios, everybody likes, there are people that are givers, and then there are people that are takers. And if you feel that, it's been kind of constant with you on the giving part, just be like, hey, what about me? Anyway, all right, I'm going to go on to the next sign. I know, I'm making it through. All right, the next one is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, their entire month starts November 22nd to December 21st. All right, Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius. All right, today, February 22nd. Don't let people interrupt your meditative groove, Sagittarius. You can't always be the life of the party or the one who keeps everyone motivated when they slack. With boundary hound Saturn, okay, Saturn, I would say the planet Saturn is a boundary planet. And I'm going to read this first, and I'm going to come back to my thought, okay? With boundary hound Saturn squaring the moon, you might have to institute social distancing rules. Okay, whoa. Just because you want space, keep your phone in airplane mode and don't feel pressured to return anyone's message until you're ready. Yes, we are all guilty of, like, you know, just ding, 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 ding. Yeah, you know, maybe just, you know, you might want to just hold off on that. And that's for just Sagittarius. For a recommendation, it's for everybody too. But if you're Sagittarius, maybe this means something for you today. All right, the creative work you do in solitude today could pitch material for a killer partnership tomorrow. So, Sagittarius, are you working on a special project that you just need some alone time for, and you need to put that phone in airplane mode, or, you know, you've just been needing some time to make stuff happen so you can work and develop whatever you're doing, like the latest app or whatever, you know, you just need some alone time with that. It's okay to go. So, Sagittarius, I like that. I like the fact that it's just telling you, like, hey, boundaries up, man. Sometimes it's cool. But I'm coming back to this thought. I find it interesting, and I'm going to get a little teeny political. I find it interesting that the drama between Russia and Ukraine is happening right now during Saturn's boundaries, and that's all I'm saying. You can process that any way you want to, but wow, we're just in a weird time right now. Yeah? All right, I'm going on to the next sign. All right, so the next sign I have is Capricorn. Capricorn is December 22nd to January 19th. And Capricorn, today, February 22nd, 2022, are you comparing and despairing again? Capricorn, question mark, are you? Nothing wrong with having a competitive spirit, but today's intense moon, Saturn square, could drive up a round of insecurities. There will always be someone with more money and more status. At your core, you are confident in these areas. At your core, you're naturally like that, Capricorn, but somehow you got caught up in some self-depreciating mentality. Embrace the simplicity and the attitude of gratitude. What's one simple thing that you're thankful today? Oh my gosh, you know what? I like the fact that the Astro Twins in, you know, their entire little blog here are asking you really positive questions. What is one simple thing? And we can all ask ourselves this. This is not just for Capricorns, but everybody. I think this is, but for Capricorn, like I said, it might mean something especially momentous for you today. All right, I'm going on to the next one. All right, but I am going to take a little sip of my blue drink because I'm getting parched. I know, it's a podcast, you know. Oh yeah, that is so electrolyte-y. Okay, I love it. All right, the next sign I have on deck is Aquarius. Aquarius is January 20th to February 18th, okay? That is when Aquarius has their moment and there's lots of parties. All right, so Aquarius, today, February 22nd, your sign secretly craves structure, but you'll have to give yourself some wiggle room to wing it in today. When the moon squares Saturn in your sign, that said, don't swing your pendulum too far in the direction of chaos, okay? Review your to-do list, it says, and see if you can scale back some items to make time for your passions. The obligatory coffee date, cancel it. You know, don't let anybody derail you from what you truly want and need to do. So that's interesting. I didn't realize that Aquarius is secretly, you know, craves structure. I mean, everybody needs some type of structure, but a lot of the Aquarius people that I know are just so free-loving and fun. They have lots of parties, and it's a good time, and da-da-da, and we're just always having a moment, and just, you know, but I want to say that, yeah, if you might not have, you might, okay, so if you're in college is a perfect example. You might be living, or if you're out of college and you're living in your apartment with roommates and stuff, are you living in the party house? Are you living in a house where there's people constantly that you know, that you don't know, coming in and out, hanging out with your roommates at all hours of the night, this might, you may have to like figure that out for yourself. I mean, that's like the funnest example I could possibly say, but we all know like all the fun places to go, like, your house is the one on the block that everybody loves because you got the pool or whatever, or you have the best food or whatnot. But I just want to say, if Aquarius, if you're craving structure today, just narrow down that to-do list. Instead of doing 5 things, maybe just do 2. Nothing, and then you can pick up where you left off on the rest some other time. Okay. All right. I got the last one. Finally, I want to sing that song. Finally, it has happened to me. Okay. All right. Anyway, the last sign in the zodiac sequence is Pisces. Yay, Pisces! Scarlet Puppy's a Pisces. All right. So February 19th to March 20th, we are very excited to read this because it's the Pisces. It's the Pisces zodiac sign, and it says, want to know what the day holds for you. Hold on, I have not clicked on it. Yeah, if you want to know what the day holds for you every single day, I'm just gonna give a shout out one more time to Astro Twins. Go to astrostyle.com. They do daily, weekly, monthly. They do numerology stuff. They got a whole bunch of creative people that are blogging about all kinds of interesting topics. I'm just kind of using them as a reference today because I enjoy their website. Anyways, Pisces, my Pisces puppy's at. All right, Pisces, today, February 22nd. Your tolerance for energy vampires reaches the limit today as the moon gets T-boned by boundary hound Saturn. Ooh, energy vampires. But if you decide to have words with a soul-sucking person in your life, watch out. The retaliation could get ugly, especially if they're prone to twisting your statements and taking things personally. Bow out of playing the savior and carry on with your good times. Oh wow, that's pretty heavy. I mean, like, yeah, it sounds to me that just to buyer beware on energy vampires. That means like, everybody needing everything, you can't help, you can't help what people are telling you, but there's a way to manage that, and I get that. But today, especially today for Pisces, definitely think about something, and it doesn't have to be a person. It could be something completely like non-person, or a dog or something. I don't know, or a cat. There's cats. I blame the cats. All right, but the retaliation could get ugly, especially if they're prone to twisting your statements. So yeah, a lot of spin doctoring going on all over the place. Maybe in your life, maybe in the country, maybe in the global world. So we should all really be mindful of that, because if it comes out of your mouth, that's a statement from you. So if you find somebody misinterpreting that, you gotta call them out. Like, oh no, I didn't say it that way. You're twisting my words. And if they get heated about it, all you have to do is just, be like, hey, I'm gonna go eat some strawberries, and then just walk away. Anyway, I think you guys are definitely now fully tenderized with AstroChat. I've had a great time with AstroChat today, but I think we're gonna talk about other things right now. Who's in the chat right now? If you're in the chat right now, you're coming from Twitter, you're coming from YouTube Live, or you're coming from Twitch. What's up? It is the 420 Power Hour. Actually, we've been going a little bit over the hour, but we're still here. Probably going to go on a little bit longer today, just because it's a special day. Like I said, it's February 22nd of 2022. We love having you here. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is Noise Pop. It is happening as we speak. It is happening as we speak. All right. Hi. All right. So Noise Pop is happening as we speak. Oh, this is something that took place yesterday. So if you didn't get to see Gore, the movie, please keep your eyeballs peeled in your local area. It did make its West Coast premiere last night. But right now, I am going to show you the local spotlight of bands that is actively happening as we speak. Right now, it's happening February 21st to the 27th. Noise Pop is happening all over the city of San Francisco, California, and some parts in the East Bay. And we want to just let you know, take a look at their calendar. If you see something that you want to go ahead. It is happening right now, and we're really excited to have a lot of the local talent be featured at various venues across the Bay, all right? All right, and then for the local band spotlight, that was our local band spotlight. Now we're going to talk about, now this is probably when I'm going to crank anchor Boom Puppy to see if he's even around. But Noise Pop is happening right now. It is the premiere, let me just tell you, Noise Pop kickoff party with Analog Dog, Richie Cutting, and DJ Bad J, and the band Thank You Come Again. It basically it started at about half an hour ago. So if you're watching this on your phone and you're on Twitter or wherever, if you're walking in the Mission, go ahead and swing by there. There is a party happening for you right now. There are lots of things to drink, lots of things to eat, lots of people to see, and it'll be nice. But you know what? Like I said, I'm not going to disappoint you guys. So right now, I'm going to crank anchor. Let's see if he'll pick up. That's the most important thing. We're going to see the report on the phone, and I'll put the phone up to the microphone. We're going to call Boom Puppy and see if he is able to give us a full report. Okay? Let's see. It's ringing. It's ringing. Four ringy dingies. Uh-oh. No pickup. We might get a pickup, we might not.
Please leave your message.
Okay. That's cool. We will get in touch with Boom Puppy at some point in the future, but if you want to see something live, go ahead and find Boom Puppy. He will be on location, at Bender's. And right now, if you guys want to know where Bender's is at, go to 806 South Van Ness Avenue in San Francisco, in the heart of the Mission District. Go ahead and just go to the Noise Pop party. It's free, and I'm sure everybody is partying their booties off and dancing, and they're dancing to Richie Cutting and DJ Bad J. I love it. I wonder what they're playing to dance. Also, Bender's just got a new pinball machine. It's a KISS pinball machine, so you have no other reason not to go. You have two reasons to go: Noise Pop and the KISS pinball machine, and number 3, the drinks, number 4, the food at the Overkill Grill. There's so many reasons. It's reasons. All right, we're gonna give a shout out to another awesome bar, a female-owned music venue in Albany, California. Shouts out to the Ivy Room. They're located at 860 San Pablo Avenue in Albany, California. And I'm just going to continue on with a shouts out. Hi, I'm in my pink laptop computer right now because it's February 22nd, 2022. I just have a couple of shouts outs, okay? So the first shout out I want to give is to a very long time friend of mine, and it's DJ Marcella. This weekend here's some event information for all you ladies and friends of ladies and all cool people. El Rio is starting Mango up again. Definitely go check El Rio's calendar for that latest Mango information. Shouts out to DJ Marcella. She's gonna be rocking it pretty hard, so the 26th, you can go there. You can come. We're very close because my band Lost Puppy Forever will be playing at Bender's, and you can go from that party to our party, and it'll be seamless transaction for you. And it's super close. You can even walk there if you feel like it. It'll be that. That's how close that is. The second shout out I want to give is to my homegirl Ash from Dahlia Salon. She is super awesome, and I'm so proud of her. And I just wanted to give her a special shout out for Dahlia because she's doing amazing work there, and she is making it happen. And if you want to get an awesome haircut or color or both or whatever, give Ash a call, and you can call Glamorama, and they can set up the appointment for you. I'm going to throw out the number really quick, and you can look them up on the internet. But once again, Glamorama, 415-613-5214. I feel like it's, I would die for you. Remember that song? If you can do it faster, you're much more flexible. But I don't know. That's it. We used to try to do that all the time with Prince, that one Prince song. So yeah. If you want to try it again, let's everybody try it again at home. It goes, I would die for you, die if you want me to. You okay? And if you do that at the stadiums when they play it all over the loudspeaker, if you're watching like a basketball game or something inside, people will be like, oh my gosh, they did it really fast. All right, and I have some more news. Oh my gosh, I'm just chock full of information today. Moving on, I want to say that today I said February 21st. This is not the 21st, but it should be for the 22nd. I typed it in wrong, but that's okay. It's National Supermarket Employee Day. I want to say that I'm giving an homage right now. To Supermarket Sweep. That's right. I just love this show, and what I've done here is I've given you a montage of the 80s version as well as the new version with the feature of Leslie Jones. We find her hilarious. One thing I wanted to let you guys know about is that this show is on ABC, and you can watch it. I forget what day it is, but you can go ahead and Google that. And the thing is they have not been canceled, okay? They have had a few seasons. They have not been canceled, but the internet also saying that they have not been renewed, the show. And one thing I do know about the show, besides me and Boom Puppy wanting to be on it, and I've been watching the show since it started back in the day, endless conversations, endless strategies with my old puppy roommates. We have boiled this game down to a science. So I am very emphatic about this game, and I love the reboot that she did, and I love that it's Leslie Jones, and I think she has definitely done it justice, because those of us who take this game very seriously want to see more of it, I would say. And there's so many cute things that she does in the show. I mean, from making your own personal sweatshirts when they do run down the aisles. And one more fun fact about the show is that all the food that they put into the carts, they end up not keeping them. They just go for the amount total. But anyways, in case you guys are curious, do they go home with the food that they get? No, I don't think they do. And that's what the internet said. So I want to shout out to Supermarket Sweep, old school, new school. We love the show, and we hope that you get renewed. That's all. All right, I want to give you one more shout out to some friends of ours. And those t-shirts there that you see on these two gentlemen here, got Johnny motherfucking Davis, got Max Fox of Lightning Printing. You can get your own Lost Puppy Forever t-shirt at our show on the 26th, this coming Saturday at Bender's. We're gonna have some, and we want to give you some. So come on, and they're gonna be a very nice, sweet price that you will be able to buy one for yourself and one for a friend. So definitely come out. We want to see you. We have a bundle. You could buy the t-shirt and our EP together for the very nice price of $15. So that is the sweetest deal right now. And we do take digi payments and we'll take cash money, and you can Venmo us. We have a whole bunch of ways to pay. So if you're around, go for it. If you're watching from another state or another country and you're interested in purchasing, go to our website, and I'll have the website up for you at the end of the podcast, but it's www.lostpuppyforever.com. All right, the next thing that we're gonna do is the music video section. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna give you guys a quick intro, but I'm gonna show you a couple music videos like they did back in the day. These are our Lost Puppy Forever music videos. Everything about Lost Puppy Forever is a DIY situation. Boom Puppy and I make everything, we create everything together. All of the music, all of the videos. We've been doing this for a really, really long time. We enjoy what we do. And the first music video that I'm going to show you guys is one of the first music videos that we ever made. And it features our old neighborhood. And it also features a very, very special tattoo shop that's close to our hearts. So without further ado, this is our music video called Chow Nasty.
Go ahead, Fat Joy! One step beyond!
Je ne suis mark the other day. You were casing that dog, you're gonna steal him and take him away. You think that dog is gonna bring you some protection? You're gonna use that dog to buy your next crack chicken. That dog doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone. That dog doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone. That dog doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone who misses it. I seen ya in the street shaking your paper cup. You think those shit doggies are gonna bring you any luck? I just wanna kick it in the teeth and take that dog away and bring him back to the SPCA. That dog doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone. That dog doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone. That dog doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone. Oh! It belongs to someone. That dog doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone. That dog doesn't belong to you. It belongs to someone. That dog doesn't belong to you. 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 Be a good dog parent.
Forever. That is right. I just wanted to say I got one more last video, but that's kind of like, a fun fun videos. You guys we have a great facelift that we've done to our YouTube channel, by the way. If you go to our YouTube channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. But we have all of our music videos on there and some extras. And then we've listed a whole another playlist of many, many, many fun 420 podcasts that Boom Puppy and I have created. All kinds of topics, and go check them all out. We have, this is literally 205, and I mean, I can't believe it's 205, but it is. And we have been pumping this since like March of 2020, like right when the pandemic started, and we just have not stopped. And we love being online with you guys, doing our live music podcast. And now we're able to party with more people on multiple channels. And I don't know where you're in the world. Maybe it's dark where you are. Maybe it's just the early morning. But welcome to Lost Puppy Forever's live music podcast. Our last video I'm going to share with you it was definitely something natural and that we had to make a song about because we love the topic, but we also love the food as well. It came to us very organically, and I think Boom Puppy, out of all of the people, was the one that was inspired to write this song, and we did it together, and it's such a fun music video, showcasing the tender knob, or the knob loin, or whatever you want to call it, Lower Knob Hill, for you old school San Francisco people out there. We just used our neighborhood. We love the city. We're definitely, our blood is on all the walls there. It's home, and I think that a lot of people, when they think about certain neighborhoods, especially like if they've just moved to San Francisco or they're unsure about moving to San Francisco, they keep asking people are like, don't stay in that neighborhood, or I have memories of me being a kid, like kid puppy in the TL, and I was surrounded by loving people, and I had a great time, I had a blast. I was a kid in the TL. It is hard, to grow up in the insides there, especially, with all the drama that's happening outside people's doors. But there is a community there still, you guys. And I have to say that all of our music videos will always showcase, our neighborhoods in San Francisco. And I just want to, guys, bring you a really awesome local take of what we're doing. And this is our favorite music video, just because it features some of the locals in it and some dogs. And without further ado, this is Pizza Song by Lost Puppy Forever. Have a good day, guys, and I just always want to say, always, always, always feed your dog something good. Bye!
I'm in a hipster band. I'm in a two-piece band. And we don't use our real names.
I'm in a hipster band. I'm in a two-piece band. And we don't use our real name.
A pizza, a pizza, a pizza, a pizza, a pizza, a pizza.